I'm Mark.
My name is Michaela Reeves, and this is my demonstrative speech. Has there ever been a time where you were assigned the most important meal at your family birthday dinner, but you had no idea where to even start? Don't worry. I know the perfect, unhealthy, yet delicious dessert. Today, I will be sharing with you how to make a delicious vanilla dessert that is perfect for a birthday, anniversary, or even for just a family event. There is a way to make this simple dessert with just 3 easy steps. Even though it would be much easier to go get in your car and head over to the store to buy a pre-made cake, I think it's much more fun to make it yourself. Plus, it's a great way to save money. Today, you will make sure you have all the right utensils and materials, you will learn how to make a cake, and finally, you will learn how to decorate a cake. Firstly, you're going to gather all of your materials. First, you have your spoon for mixing up your batter. You can use a hand mixer, but today I'm going to be using a whisk. You have your measuring cups and spoons for measuring out all of your ingredients. You have your pan for your batter, and you have your cooking spray to spray the pan with, a spatula to get all your batter out of your bowl, and you also have your bowl to put all of your ingredients in. Next, you're going to gather all your ingredients. We have a fourth cup of flour, a third cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of milk, and 2 eggs. Now that we have all of our ingredients and utensils, we can move on to making our cake. First, you're going to mix all of your ingredients together. And before that, you need to make sure you set your oven to 350 degrees. So first, we're going to combine our flour, next our baking powder, and then our sugar and salt, all into the mixing bowl. Then you're going to use your spoon to mix all of your dry ingredients with. And next, we're going to add our butter. I heated mine up. You can put it in you can put in a stick of butter at room temperature, but I find it much easier to put in a melted stick of butter. And when you're mixing the butter in here, it's going to create a grainy consistency, which is what we're going for. And you're going to blend until it makes that. This should only take about 30 seconds to a minute. You can use a mixer to make this go by faster, but today I chose a whisk. Okay, so now we have our grainy consistency. So the next step is to scrape it with our spatula so that there's nothing on the bowl. Okay. Next, we're going to add in our vanilla extract, and then we're going to mix that up, and we're going to add our milk. And you're going to mix that for about 30 seconds until you get a smoother consistency with your batter. Now that we have our desired consistency, we're going to add in 1 of our eggs and mix that one up. Make sure you mix it up thoroughly. And then, once you mix that egg up, you're going to add in the next one. And we're going to mix our batter until it is fluffy. Okay, now that all of our egg is mixed in the batter, we're going to pour the batter into the pan. So, first, we should spray our pan with our cooking spray so that it doesn't stick to the pan. I almost forgot that step. We're going to move that over. Sometimes we make mistakes, that's okay. It's still going to be a good cake, I promise. I'll learn from my mistakes for next time. I'm not the best at making cakes. My parents here can testify for me. I once made a pumpkin pie and forgot to put the tin around it. So it kind of was just a big glob, but we still ate it. So now I'm just scraping the batter off the sides to make sure I get everything out. Okay. Now I'm going to just make this even. Okay. And after this, we're going to put this in the oven for 35 minutes. And after that is all done, we're going to make sure it's all cooked, so you can either stick a toothpick in there or a knife, and if it comes out dirty, then you put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes, and then repeat that step if you still have something on the toothpick. So after that's done, we're gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna be able to frost it. So now that we've made our cake, it's time to decorate. I already have a pre-made cake here so that we're able to decorate it. So first you can add sprinkles. This is my preference. I forgot the sprinkles over on the counter, but I would add sprinkles. It makes it a lot fancier. Or we can write messages. Like for my dad here, it's his birthday. I would write happy birthday and make it all personable. Or we can also add candles. I can add 38 candles on there for his big 3/8 birthday. And it makes you look like you tried harder than you actually did. So now our cake would be ready to eat. As I close, as you can see, baking is not as hard as it looks. Today we gathered materials and ingredients, learned how to bake a cake, and also how to decorate a cake. As we mixed all the ingredients together, it resulted in a delicious vanilla cake. Assembling all the materials and ingredients allowed us to create a cake that anyone can make. This just goes to show that even if you're a beginner like myself, if you put your mind to something, you can achieve whatever you want.